kicked out, took a beating.
He kind of did. He kind of stood up again. Just stay down, son. You got good field position.
Catch it and get down.
He got it, went down to get it, stood up just enough to get leveled.
See those guys in white? They want to hit you.
They're going to hurt you.
Now Mountain Crest needs to hold on to the ball and see if they can burn a little bit of clock here. 3:29 to play in the ball game. Highland's got everybody up.
Expect to see a few timeouts from Highland. We only had one timeout this half they've taken.
Yeah. 2 yards for Rigby. He goes right up the middle. You're not going to pound teams into submission with Rigby. He has 34 yards on 4 carries and a touchdown. Caressa, 14 carries, 11 yards. Keep in mind that the way we score this is that we put the sacks in the rushing yardage category. So he's been sacked 6 times. So really he's only carried the ball 8 times on runs, where he's pulled it down and run. There's the pitch trying to get Rigby to the outside. Has to come back in. Fakahafua doing a great job of turning that back in. And the Highland coaches sprint out onto the field and call timeout with 2:33 to play in the ball game. And it's going to be 3rd down. Watch him turn this back in.
That's great defense. Takes on 2 blockers and allows the backside defense to catch up to him. You know, as long as I've been doing these games with you, and I've only been doing it for a third of the Valley Channel's time on the air, Mountain Crest has never really had that pounding back. You know, they had Wooten and they had Knowles last year, but they never had.
Not in the last 10 years they have.
No. They never had a Taufa.
Taufa?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've never really had a great big nasty running back.
But they've had good running game.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to start heading down to the field, catch up to our friend Fernando Huerta.
Okay.
See if I can find him in a crowd. Shouldn't be too difficult. And he's going to be our Valley Channel Player of the Game, sponsored by Angie's and the Sports Academy.
Just look for the big orange truck.
All right.
With a 73 on its side. Don't get in front of it. So Levon will head down to the sideline. This one not over yet. 2:35 to play and 3rd down and 12. Mountain Crest hasn't even used a minute off the clock. 1 timeout left for Highland. Caressa will roll near side. Stops. Throws short. And he had Pickett. Pickett had made its break. And I think, I would say, Caressa's been harried quite a few times, chased and harassed tonight. And he got rid of that one a little quick. And I would say that's a product of everything that's been going on here in this second half. 2.5 to play. Mountain Crest set to punt. There you see 2:31 to play, 28-14. Caressa gets it away. Nice kick. Padilla up to the 22. And Highland with 1 timeout trailing by 2 scores. Brings their offense back out onto the field. I would expect we'd see a dose of big Nate Fakahafua, who caught the last touchdown pass. Mountain Crest got those 2 early scores, and that's the difference. Mountain Crest outscored Highland 14-0 in that first quarter, and since then it's been a 14-14 game. But it doesn't matter, does it? You have to count all 4. Caressa coming onto the field. And he'll replace Dax Fackrell. And Mountain Crest wants a timeout. They want to make sure they've got their defense right. Keegan Minton will come to the sideline, and someone will replace him. See if they put in an extra defensive back. Rob Thomas played up here at Mountain Crest. Oh, it's been not quite 20 years ago, maybe 20 years ago. Rob Thomas right there in the white shirt played up here. He was a receiver. now the defensive coordinator, and been on this staff for quite a while. That's something with this Mountain Crest staff. They've been together a long time. Dave Caressa has been here on the Mountain Crest staff since about 1985, 85 or 86. Wooten been here 7 years. Thomas has been here quite some time. So a lot of continuity with the coaching staff. Now Highland trying to spread things out a little bit, and a flag. Mountain Crest's offsides. That's the 9th penalty on Mountain Crest. This one nearly picked off by Pututau. Barlow looking for Fakahafua. You see him rolling near side. Pututau jumped on that route. Boy, if he comes up with that, that's probably 6 points. 7 of 17 and a touchdown for Barlow. He's going to get hauled down. Mountain Crest 4th sack of the night. A loss of a yard. Mountain Crest had 120 players on the field. They had to get him off. Barlow steps up, hit again, throws as he's going down, and what do they say? An incomplete. And it's going to be 4th down and about 6. Highland, the ball game coming up with a 1:24 to play. 4th down and 6. And the officials call a timeout. Want to talk about something. Here's your SE Needham Jewelers middle of the block sign of the clock. 28-14 Mountain Crest with 1:24 to play in the ball game. 4th down, 6. It says 7 on there, and they're gonna. That's what the officials are talking about. They say they want 1:36 on the clock. So 1:36 is what they put back up on the clock. I think it ran a little during one of the timeouts or one of the penalties, because they put about 12 seconds back on there. 4th and 7 for Highland. They try to get Weaver to the edge and cannot do it. They've scored a touchdown on that play earlier, and the Mountain Crest defense strung that one out. They actually lost a couple of yards, so Mountain Crest will take over, and the Mustangs will start the season 1-0. Highland will lose to Mountain Crest for the 4th straight time. With 90 seconds to play, Mountain Crest doesn't really need to do anything but take a couple of knees. Highland still has 1 timeout, so they may run a couple of plays. They're not in that victory formation. Oh, ball's on the ground. Highland's got it. It's Highland football, so Mountain Crest with their first turnover Mitten loses it.